Hey everybody. So all this talk of Igarashi's next game got me thinking about all the Castlevania games I hadn't played. So I decided to track down a copy of the Castlevania Double Pack for the Game Boy Advance, and from there I kind of fell into this weird eBay hole of all the cool stuff I could get for my Game Boy Advance. And that took me to rosecoloredgaming.com, which is a site that does a bunch of really cool stuff for retro gaming. They reprint old, hard-to-find games. They put ROM hacks on cartridges, so there's one or two Zelda fan games on there. They do entire custom Game Boys, and they also do custom Game Boy parts. So I decided to get a Game Boy Micro faceplate that emulates the original Game Boy look, and I decided to get some other stuff as well. So let's check it out. Alright, so this is my black Game Boy Micro with the DMG faceplate from Rose Colored Gaming. The faceplate itself sells for $17.99 on their site, and let's take a closer look at it. The build quality is pretty good. It's about as sturdy as the original stock Game Boy Micro faceplate. It bends about as much. It doesn't really obscure the screen at all, so that's pretty good. Design-wise, it's a cool concept. The B and A labels are a little redundant, seeing as the Game Boy Micro already has B and A on the labels, but it's meant to kind of emulate the look of the original Game Boy, so it kind of makes sense. And also it makes a lot more sense on Rose Colored Gaming's custom DMG style Game Boy Micro. As far as the quality of the design goes, it's not too bad, but if I pull in a little closer here, you can see that there's sort of a printed texture to the whole thing. That might be a turnoff for some people, but it did not deter me at all, because I just think this design looks pretty sweet. So the whole classic look really comes together when you have a game up and running. But again, the B and the A labeling, a little bit redundant, and it looks kind of weird if you're not intending to put any sort of custom buttons on your micro or something. I plan on doing that at some point, but for right now it's fine for me. What I'd really like to do though is get a pink Game Boy Micro and throw this faceplate on it. I saw a picture of it on the internet. I'll throw it up there. I think that looks really, really nice. That's definitely something I'd like to get at some point. I also got this Game Boy Micro defacer, again from Rose Colored Gaming. It goes for $3, or you can get it in a bundle with the faceplate for a total of $20.40. They also have a Triforce and an NES controller. The quality is pretty good. It's actually better than I was expecting from the pictures online. It's got this nice little two-tone paint job, and you know, it does its job just fine. You can throw it in here into these little divots and pop it right out. Boom. And here's a Game Boy Micro stand I got for $5.99. They have them for a bunch of different handhelds: Game Boy, Game Boy Color. I think there's some for Wii remotes, and there might be like a Game Gear one. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different variants. You'll notice that this one is sort of off-center because the Game Boy Micro cartridge slot is off-center. So when you stick it on, you know, it's centered. But the bummer with this is that it is not very secure. You'll see. I emailed Rose Colored Gaming about that, and they said that it's kind of designed to be that way, and if you want it to be a little more secure, you can throw a few drops of super glue on it. This thing isn't actually white. I decided to kind of leave it here for the video and then peel it off for you guys. So let's do that right now. And as expected, the stand looks a whole lot nicer with the plastic peeled off of it. You'll notice that the Game Boy Micro logo is etched really nicely into the acrylic. And when you put your Game Boy on the stand, it makes it look a whole lot fancier. Check that out. So Rose Colored Gaming provides some pretty cool products for people who are way into throwback portable gaming. It might not be for everybody. I think the price for the faceplate was a little steep, but then again, with the rarity of the Game Boy Micro, maybe there isn't a whole lot of wiggle room for lower prices. And also, if you have a Game Boy Micro at this point, you're not everybody. You know, it's a pretty niche market there. So, yeah, I think the faceplate and the stand are really cool ways to make your unique looking portable even more unique. So yeah, check them out at rosecoloredgaming.com. They've got Game Boy Micro stuff, Game Boy Advance stuff, Game Boy Pocket stuff, you know, all sorts of crazy things. And check me out at floatingplatform.wordpress.com. I don't have a whole lot on there right now, but I plan to at some point. So check me out eventually, I guess. And I will see you guys later.